LUS is committed to our customers, from providing and maintaining energy-efficient utility services to friendly, helpful customer service. LUS is there because we don't just work in Lawrence County, we live here too.
From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your weather tonight.
All right, we're going to have clear skies across the area overnight, and then you add in the dry low-level air mass across the area, and then you add that winds are going to go calm, and we have efficient radiational cooling that will allow us to continue to drop out of the 40s into the 30s, and most of us near or just below freezing by a few degrees toward daybreak. So a light frost expected area-wide, upper 20s to lower 30s tonight across southern middle Tennessee, and then low to mid 30s across northwest Alabama. So we do expect light frosty conditions. If you haven't already heard that from us, you are going to either have to bring in plants overnight or cover them up. Otherwise, you're going to risk losing them to the frost. This is that classic pre-April cold snap that we often see, which causes us to tell you don't plant things that are sensitive to it before tax day. We usually have this as we get closer to the Easter part of the spring season, and we're certainly having it this week, but this will be the coldest night that we have on the board here, and warming temperatures the next couple of afternoons. Starting with Wednesday, we're up into the mid to upper 60s across the area. Plenty of sunshine. That dry air heats sufficiently just as it cools efficiently, and then more of a southeasterly to southerly wind across the area means moderating temperatures will actually be into the lower 70s on Thursday, but showers and thunderstorms come down from the northwest by the afternoon into the evening. We'll have to watch for a few of those to be strong. We'll talk about that in detail here in just a second. A few lingering showers possible in a Friday with a low-level cloud deck, and cooler air moving in Friday and Saturday from the 70s on Thursday back to the lower 60s Friday and Saturday. But we're right back to 70 degrees with that April sunshine and a southerly wind as we go into Sunday ahead. There is a low end level 1 out of 5 risk of severe storms here for Thursday afternoon and evening. Roughly it's 2 p.m. to 8 p.m., but give me a little wiggle room either side of that. Not looking at a big threat. I could see them upgrading this to a level 2 risk. They will be reassessing that during the overnight period. Even if they do upgrade to level 2, it's still not a big risk by any means. Certainly not like the storms we had across the area last week, which were in those level 3 and level 4 risk zones. Not looking at a big tornado threat. Not seeing the ingredients coming together for a tornado threat, matter of fact, because the low-level wind shear, the spin, will be weak. And then we have dew points staying in the 50s, but temperatures warm into the 70s, so the cloud base heights will be high. That means evaporational cooling up under the cloud base, so that rushes the rain-cooled air out ahead of the storms, makes it hard for tornado production, makes it easier for damaging straight-line winds to happen, though. So a few storms could have 40, 50, 60 mile-per-hour wind gusts. Because of the cold mid to upper level temperatures in the atmosphere, a few storms may also have hailstones to the size of dimes, quarters, maybe $50. So don't be surprised if we have a few severe thunderstorm warnings across the area Thursday afternoon. Just not expecting a big severe weather threat. And although you never say it's a 0 chance of a tornado anytime there's a severe thunderstorm, the chance of tornadoes Thursday extremely low. Pretty close to 0, about as close as it can be without actually being 0, which it can't technically be because you just never rule things out. Starting near or just below freezing as we get up in the morning, warming into the mid to upper 60s by the afternoon, 70s for Thursday, and then that system knocks us back to the lower 60s a few days. But look, by Monday, we're already close to 80 by a couple degrees then. First cup forecast in the morning before you head out the door with that first cup of coffee. On the chilly side, and there's likely to be some frost outside across the area. Morning lows, generally a midpoint is right around the freezing mark, but it could be as chilly as 28 degrees toward Lewisburg, Tennessee, and then as mild as the mid-30s south of the Tennessee River in North Alabama. There will be a range, as there always is, mid to upper 60s for daytime highs on Wednesday, plenty of sunshine, a southerly wind, lower 70s for Thursday, but scattered afternoon and evening thunderstorms on the docket, some lingering showers into Friday with a low-level cloud cover. They'll be very spotty and light in nature. I only have a 10 to 20% chance of rain on the board. Sunshine returns for the weekend, and temperatures go back up as we head into early next week. That's your latest 7-day forecast. Kelly Rawson is in the Weather Center tomorrow morning live at 6 a.m. with your Wake Up Weather forecast.